Hello from one of the hottest days of the year, from my kitchen, which is boiling, and I thought I would film in here because it's cool, and let's just melt, shall we? This is what I've been reading, what I am reading, and some other stuff too, so here we go. First thing I read was Savvy Business Owner, guide for small business owners, independent businesses, that kind of thing. People who make stuff on Etsy or run their little shops and stuff like that. And people that are trying to make a living from independent business. It's interesting because it lays out a lot of stuff that has been said in other books, but not in such just plain English. To the point, plain English, genuinely interesting, genuinely well written, and just fascinating. Full stop. She is one of those writers that just kicks it up a gear, and it's nice to have something that breaks it down. It doesn't paint everything as all butterflies and easy. It's honest, it's real, it's unusual to get that. I was kind enough to be sent Alpha Omega by Titan Books. This is a tech thriller. It's a Costa shortlisted author, Nicholas Bowling. And you know what? I love a good thriller. I like good, strong writing. I like something that keeps you on the edge of your seat, and that's this. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. It never lets you breathe, and you just can't put it down. It's written in a day of the week format. You get each day as it happens, and that's how it's listed. It's interesting. It's kind of scary in places. It deals with dangers of technology and people, and, someone's pulled into a situation where it's like, oh boy, what now? I read the Star Trek Discovery novel, I should say, Die Standing. These are I like Star Trek. I'm a big Star Trek fan. It's a shame that no one is watching any of my videos I've done about Star Trek, because apparently no one watches them or YouTube isn't suggesting them, so there's no point talking about it. Great Star Trek novel. What I will say about Star Trek novels is some of them are questionable in canon. I question this one's place, but it's a good Star Trek novel. It's fun, it's an easy read. They're not going to blow you away. They are what they are. I also read Star Trek Discovery, Desperate Hours, which is another Star Trek Discovery novel. This one focuses on one of the main characters, and this one is more of a thriller in the way that it's written, where the other one's more science fiction. Star Trek novels are just hit and miss. Some of them are amazing, and there's some great ones that are worth reading, but there's definitely a lot of crap out there, which is a shame. I recommend the Section 31 novels as well. I don't have it with me, so by magic, I read James Ellroy, My Dark Place. My Dark Place is his memoir. It's a true crime memoir. His mother was murdered. His parents divorced. His mother was murdered. She was obviously abusive. I get that feeling. And the murder has shaped James Ellroy. He's one of my favourite crime writers ever, especially sort of noir fiction as well. And you can definitely see the elements of his mother's death that have plagued him throughout his life. This is a case on the book. The case has been semi-reopened, but it's never been... What's the word I'm looking for? It's never been solved, and I don't think it truly ever will be solved, which is a shame. And I think actually closure would do him well. I also reread The Patron Saint of Nothing. This book is a YA. It's about a young man who is discovering his heritage, and he goes there and discovers his heritage. Yes, it does follow the typical coming-of-age YA tropes, and I'm not a big YA reader. I'm actually really shocked the book community doesn't give this book more attention, because it's beautifully written, it's interesting, yes, it's tropey in places, but it's a good book, and deals with someone finding their identity, their life, where they're going, who they are, and finding out what the life is. I kind of have a theory why the book community ignores this book, because it's about a young man and it's written by a guy, so instantly blacklisted probably. But yeah, do check this out. For some reason this is really awkward to get in the UK, and I don't know why. I bought it, this is a digital library copy from my digital library, but there it is, The Patron Saint. And I found this book because of RK Gold, so thank you, Ari, for telling me about this. I'll put a link to his channel down below. So let's move on to the am reading section of this thing. So I am reading The Resident. This looks like a dark crime thriller. The publisher sent me this, so this is what I'm currently reading. I'm just started it. I'm on like chapter... Well, it's not arranged in chapters, day of the week. I'm literally here. So I've got a little way to go with this one. Very happy, thank you. This looks very interesting. The writer is someone that I've been aware of for a little while, and it's nice to get a chance to read this. I like a good dark crime thriller-y type. I'm rereading an old classic, historical fiction meets fantasy, Memoirs of a Geisha. I can't say much about this book because I've reread it many times and I think everyone's talked about this book to death, so Memoirs of a Geisha. I'm rereading I reread The Testament of Mary. This is a short little novella. It deals with the Mother of Christ after the crucifixion. Fascinating. Great, it's been turned into a beautiful play. I've done a video about this, do check it out. And from YouTube's own Ask a Mortician, From Here to Eternity. I've read this before, it's a reread. She basically travelled around and it's different death customs of different people around the world. It's charming, it's depressing, it's funny, and I do think the West has a really bad attitude towards death. We should celebrate a person's life, not mourn them, and that's my opinion. And I know that's easier said than done, having been touched by death a few times in my life. Just beautiful, and it does show how we don't deal with death very well. Ironically, I read this first time on a digital library loan, and then I saw it for £1.50. So I thought I would get it. So as always, guys, tell me what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more content. Please tell me if I also want to say, are any of you actually getting my videos? Because I've had a major algorithmic blip and I need to know. So as always, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.